we're back here from the national anthem break. We see the starting lineups being announced. And for Northwest, they're going to start the same lineup that they've started all year. They're going to start the sophomore Mary River. They're going to start Kaylee Kappelman, a senior at center. They're going to start Erica Bay, the small forward, 3-guard, whatever you want to call that position. Then they're going to start Sarah Beth Geldner, who's a D1 basketball commit. Also broke the school record with 33 points scored in a single game. Probably going to break the career record at some point with those points scored. And then they're going to start Kristen Curry, a JCC basketball commit, at point guard, or the 2-guard based on whichever one Mary River's not playing. And for North, they're going to start their 5 starters. We started against them 3 weeks ago. It won't shock me, Adam, if North plays better, based on they kind of knew who they were going to play, and they've already seen them. Usually when you see a team twice, you can play them better and do a tad bit better. But the Ravens just need to continue to do what they did. They didn't play to their full capability against Olathe West on Friday, as they did end up beating them by 10-plus points. It was a close game until about the very last 3 minutes. It was very shocking for a first-year school for West to play as good as they did.
Definitely. I mean, West is obviously, you know, the newest school to the Olathe schools, new this year, so they have very few students. It's kind of a small pool to pick from. But they did put up a good fight against Northwest as we get ready for tip-off here.
And that is going to be Olathe North who wins the tip. Number 33 for North is a tad bit taller than Kappelman. Riber's going to be on the ball, and the ball is going to look like to be turned over, and it is. That is the first turnover of the game. The ball is going to be with Northwest. We're just 12 seconds coming off the clock. And the band is clapping it up right now with no student section being here except for one kid.
As you mentioned earlier in the pregame, Northwest took the win against North.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago on their home field, and we talked about they might, you know, try to ignite that spark for revenge tonight as Sarah Beth Geldner draws a foul. And I think, you know, you might say like, oh, well, Northwest is the home team tonight, so wouldn't that balance out? Well, you look at the student section, they really don't have much of anyone here, so I think that really gives North a chance to capitalize on that. I don't think the student section thing is going to be an issue, and that is going to be a foul earlier on at number 5. It's going to be her first. Geldner looked like she was going up for the shot, but they called it on the floor. But that's a turnover by Riber, a bad pass. Looked like it was intended for Geldner. S3 is going to bring it down, but I don't think the student section is going to play such a big deal. I know the girls are used to playing without students or fans behind them, and I think as long as they have their parents behind them, they'll be just fine. I don't think it'll really affect the Ravens as much as it'll give an opportunity for North to capitalize on.
It will definitely affect the boys a lot more because they're used to it being loud but the band's getting into it right now, so it's just like there's student section. There's going to be a drive, and there's going to be a basket. Number 33 for Olathe North, Liana McGinnis is going to score her first points of the night. And that's a drive by Curry. I think it's going to be on the floor, as she's not going to.
Should have been.
It's going to be on the floor, yeah. She didn't get the college or NBA.
Oh, it was. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. It looked like it.
We will find Geldner.
And Geldner has the ball up top towards the right side of the wing if you're on her right. It's going to be a pass to Curry. Fake the 3 and drive to the basket and does not fall. Rebounded by Kappelman, and that is scored.
Curry missed a shot there, but you gotta notice the great athletic finish there to get around 2 defenders down low.
Yeah. Well, and it looks like North is kind of trying to find a way to control them right now, and that ball is going to be tipped away by Geldner for the fast break. And that's going to be 2 points and 1. Count it for Sarah Beth Geldner, number 33.
Geldner taking control of the fast break there, getting a hand in on the pass and driving it all the way down the court with the athletic finish to get the 2 points and the and 1.
Geldner is taking control, and I want to mention this is her 3rd sub-state game, and she played as a freshman as well. Very experienced. Number 33, Geldner. Like I said earlier, she broke the school's record for 33 points in a game. So it means she's capable of scoring. It won't shock me tonight if she does the exact same thing, possibly breaking her own record to carry the load for the Ravens tonight. She doesn't need to, though. There's other girls who can score. There's Riber. There's Erica Bay. She's good at the free throw line, and Kappelman down low. And, of course, Curry And then they have Liz Thomas off the bench who can shoot threes very aggressively.
Definitely. I mean, you look at Geldner, and I think one of the keys to the game tonight is going to be for her to not be afraid to take the three shot. I mean, that's something she's kind of been apprehensive about the last couple of weeks, whether that be a change of play style from Coach Brandstrom
Very good defense there by Geldner as Brandstrom wanted the carry, didn't get it. A drive by number 33, and that ball is going to be tipped away by Curry out of bounds. Going to stay North ball.
So as I was saying, seems like she's been kind of apprehensive taking the three ball recently, and that's something that we all know she's capable of doing well, is shooting from beyond the arc. So I think it's going to be important for her to take advantage of her three ball percentage tonight.
I definitely agree with you. Number 5 is going to have it up top for North. Number 12 is going to get it. It looks like she got away with a little bit of a carry right there. It looks like she may have kept her hand on top. Geldner's playing some aggressive defense as she gets the 5 seconds call. Very rare, but it does happen.
This is interesting.
There's kind of a lack of concentration right there from North, so that's something they're going to need to get control of before the end of the game.
Yeah. This is going to be a 30-second timeout. This is a 30-second timeout. I want to remind you guys, we get the privilege of broadcasting this game tonight from Keisha. Your ticket to an athletic event is a privilege to watch students learn on the playing court. Unruly behavior is unacceptable in the classroom, and the sports arena is a classroom. Good sportsmanship is a lesson to be learned by players and spectators. Remember, sportsmanship provides the human touch. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and Raven Daily and TV25 encourages you to make sportsmanship a primary concern as you support your chosen team. Our chosen team is the Ravens, of course, and we are winning 5-2 with 5:10 left in this first quarter of play. Driver gets the ball to Bay. And Curry is going to drive, and it doesn't fall, but a rebound by the big Kaylee Kappelman, and one count it for Kaylee Kappelman.
Talk about Kaylee Kappelman. You know, obviously a strong person down low, scoring some points down low with her finishes. And the thing is, this season she's kind of like done a lot better of a job of shooting from beyond the arc, which I find kind of surprising.
Yeah, she started to dabble with the three-point game last year and really improved it this year. Had a very clutch 3 to tie it up against Olathe East a few weeks ago. And that ball's going to be tipped away into the backcourt, but it's going to be recovered by North.
Not only one clutch 3, but that game went into double overtime, and she hit the clutch 3 to tie the game for both the fourth quarter and the first overtime.
It's going to be a scramble on the floor. Good job with the no fouls they were going for it. The ball is feeded inside. But as Rasheed Wallace once said, ball does not lie, and the ball was passed out of bounds right there. Definitely something that's important, and Geldner looks to be a little shaken up as Espy's going to check in for the first time. And she's going to check in for Geldner as Geldner's going to pull her out, and Brandstrom and head athletic trainer Steve Hawkins is going to take a look at her real quick.
Definitely not what you want to see go down in the first quarter. Look at turnover.
No, that is definitely not someone you want to play the rest or this game without, or the rest of the season with. But they can pick it up without her for a little bit if they need to.
They got some players that can step up.
Yeah, they do.
Speaking of, what do you think the role of Riley Wade's going to be tonight? She's really been stepping up a lot this season.
Riley Wade has been stepping up, as that's going to be a double dribble call right there. Riley Wade does a very good job of adding valuable minutes to her team, of course. She does a lot of spectacular things. She can do anything on the court. She plays defense. We haven't really seen that scoring side of her yet this year because there's always been 4 other girls on the court with her who can score. But she does a very good job. That ball is going to be feeded inside and going to be bobbled and turned over as number 33 was looking for a foul for North. McGinnis was looking for a foul to be called down low but didn't get it. Curry's going to bring it down as she's playing point guard with River on the bench. Liz Thomas checked in as well earlier on. 2 bench players, but really could start anywhere else at any other school in the state of Kansas, also in the Sunflower League. Thomas looked to drive, but gets caught up and kicks it out to Curry up top. A 3 taken by Bay. It looks good from here, but does not fall.
Looks like a little bit of contact after the shot.
That ball hit the back of the rim and just did not go in. Almost looked like a reach by number 23 for Olathe North, Jariah Brock, a 5'2" senior.
But he's going to lose the ball.
A good drive by Curry. Fell over her own feet a little bit, also onto the defender, but gets that quick 2 points for Northwest, and the score is 10-2 with 3:11 left. The ball feeded inside real quick, and that is going to be a foul down low, but it looked like she just lost control herself. She stumbled over her own feet.
McGinn is slow to get up.
Not how it was seen by the ref. That's how it appears to be on the floor to me. Geltner looks to be fine, and she's going to check right back in for the point guard, Kristen Curry, a senior. The ball's going to be inbounded on the left side of the court. Ooh, good defense by Bay right there. She avoids the foul and tips it.
Just about got it, too.
She did just about have it. That's going to be another turnover for Olathe North.
And that's already the second time, maybe even third time, we've seen a bad pass from North just go out of bounds. I mean, they got to get that under control if they stand a chance in the sub-state game tonight.
They need to hold on to the ball. They haven't really done a very good job of doing that. They're losing by 8, so they need to find a way to control that, as that is going to be a foul. And number 33, Geltner, is going to be fouled by number 34 of the blue. Olathe North is wearing the navy blue jerseys with the white North, or with the white outline, but the solid red North on their jerseys. Of course, the Ravens are the home team, so they're in the home white. The scores table right now, don't really know what they're talking about. See if we can listen in here and see what they're talking about. As he calls over the head official for tonight's game. Oh, there is a problem based on how the girl's name is written in the scorebook, which is technical free throw shots if it's not done right. Liz Thomas went over to go talk to head coach Joel Branstrom for a little bit. Figured out what she needed to, and now she's going to throw it in.
During that official timeout, Alexis Carter checked in for Olathe North. Definitely one of the star players on their team. She's a very, very strong presence on defense. She gets the majority of steals for the entire team as Liz Thomas takes a deep three.
Does not fall as it ricochets in and out. Geltner for 3. Air ball there. A good rebound by Bay as she doesn't give up and keeps the hustle play. Geltner looked to be fouled, but it was stripped away cleanly by number 3 of Olathe North. The drive to the basket, the Euro step. The ball was blocked by Shayna Espy. Shayna Espy is also part of the softball team here. She's a state champion as they won last year. And she's also going to Northern Colorado to play D1 softball. A very good athlete Shayna Espy is. Ryber heads to the scores table once again to check back in. The Ravens have played very good defense.
Definitely. I mean, you look at the score. The scores really show how great defense they've played. I mean, they scored 2 points, and that doesn't even say enough about how tight they're guarding this North offense and how well they're playing down low, especially on defense.
And the drive right there by McGinnis, and she is fouled. McGinnis heads to the line. Makes the first one of 2.
A lot of bouncing and bobbling around up there.
She has all 3 of the team's points right now. Obviously, I know they haven't scored very much, and they've tried to feed it to her as much as possible, but the ball's been stolen away or thrown out of bounds before it could get to her.
Speaking of, I think that's something that Northwest is doing a really great job of here so far, spreading the offense around. I mean, you got points from Sarah Beth Geltner, Kaylee Kaufman, Mary Reavers, Kristen Curry already, and we're only about 13 minutes in.
And the band was getting into it right there, as I don't think they influenced the free throw shot as much, but it was missed, so the band can take credit for that. And that is going to be another 5 seconds called on this Olathe North team, on this girls basketball team. Another thing, the score does reflect kind of what the defensive pressure is like, but unless you're here and kind of seeing it in person, and you really can't feel how Olathe North is being drained right now by these 5 seconds call on the turnovers. As Ryver's going to have it up top and is going to kick it out to Geltner.
I mean, it just kind of feels like that. Obviously, the fact that they've scored 2 points is due to Olathe Northwest's great defense so far, but also just a lack of concentration. They've already had like 3 throwaway turnovers, and speaking of that one, speaking of the devil, that happened just right now. A bad pass that goes out of bounds. That's about the third or fourth time that's happened tonight already, and they've already had 2 5-second calls, and they just need to like get their head in the game. I mean, they're just kind of out of it right now, I think.
And number 55, Taylor Cass, is going to check in along with number 34, Curry. On the floor along with them is Sarah Beth Gelner, Mary Reiber, and Liz Thomas. Thomas and Reiber are 2 sophomores on the team. Play very big minutes and actually played very huge roles. That is going to be a screen play designed for Liz Thomas for 3, but it is no good. It is off the back iron.
Taylor Cass being checked in now for the first time tonight. Tallest player in the Northwest roster.
Doesn't get very minutes as she just doesn't get very minutes early on in the year. Kind of has in the middle part of the year, and then was hurt for about a 4 or 5 game span. Was back on senior night for the first time and is ready for sub-state. Curry looked like she's going to take a 3, but drives. Fakes the pass. Geltner for 3 now. It is good. Sarah Beth Geltner for 3.
Gotta say, I gotta love Sarah Beth Geltner really taking a lot of three balls so far tonight. That's as I was saying, she's doing a great job of taking open looks and really capitalizing on her 3-point scoring ability.
A good gear step right there by number 3 for Olathe North. Hope Watts, a 5'3" junior guard.
All right.
We talk about Geltner taking shots as she looks to be fouled. Get that hand on her. Wasn't called. A drive by Curry. And that is going to be a turnover with time expiring. Not a very bad possession there. Obviously, they want to get a shot up to try to make it 15-7. That is all right. Right now, Curry has 2 points. Kappelman is leading with 5 points for Northwest. Then we're going to take this commercial break. I want to remind you, you're watching TV 25 where there's always something on.
Tax time is here. This year, let Peggy's Tax and Accounting take away the stress and hassles of tax season. Whether you want a quick refund or need an IRS mediator, you can rely on Peggy and her 20-plus years of experience. Be sure to ask about Peggy's immediate tax refund. Agents are on hand 6 days a week and after hours by appointment. Walk in, call in, or visit their website for more information or to schedule your appointment today. Peggy's Tax and Accounting, 300 Southeast 29th Street in Topeka.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
And we are back. The score is 13-7 after the first quarter. Olathe Northwest is winning. Of course they're winning. Like I said earlier, Kappelman has 5 points, and Geltner has, my bad correction, Geltner is the leading scorer right now with 6 points. Northwest is shooting 42% from the field, as with Olathe North not being able to get a lot of shots, they're shooting 75%. Northwest is 20% from 3. Obviously, they want to improve those numbers, but obviously, with the lead that they have, they're taking shots. They're looking very good, so they just need to continue doing that. It's going to be a drive and a kick out for Bay for 3. Missed a rebound by Curry. Looks to be fouled. Count the basket. And 1. Kristen Curry.
That's the third and 1 we've seen from Northwest tonight. They're really doing a great job of finishing at the rim.
Olathe Northwest is the number 8 team in Kansas 6A girls basketball. Olathe North is not ranked on the coaches poll for the end of the year. The top 10 is Olathe East. They went 20-0 on the year, so they obviously got the number 1 seed. Derby is number 2, Manhattan 3, Wichita South is 4th, 5th is Blue Valley North, Washburn Rural, Lawrence, who beat us the other night at home. Olathe Northwest is the 8th seed. They previously were the 6th. They've been as high as 3 on the year. Trinity Mission Northwest and Wichita East, and a drive to the basket, and Reiber is going to be fouled going up there. She's going to head to the line for 2.
Another foul call from Northwest. They're doing a fantastic job tonight at drawing fouls, drawing a lot of contact.
You're right, yeah. There's a lot of contact when the Ravens are driving. I don't mind that. Honestly, if I'm Coach Bradford, who played at KU, I'm saying, hey, we're not giving up any free points. Hit them hard, make your foul count, make them go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Speaking of Coach Bradford for Olathe North, He and Coach Brandstrom, the coach for Olathe Northwest, actually played basketball together at KU.
Yes, they did play basketball together. They played basketball together in 1997. That ball is going to be rebounded by Erica Bay, and the putback is good, 17-7 with 7:17 left in this second quarter. But yeah, you were saying, Adam, Coach Brandstrom and Bradford did play with each other under Roy Williams in 1997. I believe that year they won the conference. They won the first ever Big 12 conference title. That was the first year the Big 12 was around. That's going to be an inside pass to number 33, McGinnis, and that's going to count. A good pass by Reiber. She uses good court vision. Passes it to Erica Bay down low, who gets fouled going for 2, and it's going to head to the line. Erica Bay is a very good free throw shooter. If I have to say this and put money on it, I will say she makes 2 of 2 free throws.
All right, we'll see.
Bay makes the first one with ease, swishing it. Didn't hit anything but net. The Ravens are 3 of 6 from the free throw line right now, shooting 50% from the charity line. Another made basket by Erica Bay. Adam, I was right.
There you go, 2 for 2.
Ooh, and that ball is going to be tipped away by Curry. Hit on the back of the Olathe North player. Stolen or picked up by Reiber. Reiber's going to feed it inside to Kappelman and misses, and a rebound by McGinnis down low. Very odd sequence of events right there that just happened. You don't see that much. Good ball. The ball is defended very well by Geldner right there.
Just felt like Hope Watts kind of held on the ball too long. Didn't really know what to do once she got swarmed by the Northwest defense.
Yeah, it's almost like, I'm not trying to say this to be mean, almost like they've never played basketball before. And I mean this in the most polite way. That's how good this Raven defense is tonight, playing very tenacious defense on this Olathe North girls team. Curry drives to the basket once again and is fouled by Olathe North. Olathe North has 9 fouls compared to Olathe Northwest's 2 fouls. That is going to be a swish by Curry. Nothing but net once again. And at the last 3 free throw attempts, Northwest is 3 for 3. As a team, they're 5 for 8. They need to improve that a little bit more. That's going to be a made basket by Curry once again. And I don't know if our mic picked it up, but we heard Coach Bradford yell, unbelievable, unbelievable twice at his bench. I don't know if it's at the bench or the refs. Maybe he can't believe it's a 21-9 game. Adam, tell me a little bit about what North needs to do here to kind of figure it out. Not necessarily figure it out. They are a 13 seed for a reason at 5-15 on the year. Is there really anything they can do?
I think there is. I mean, as I've mentioned a couple of times so far tonight, they're just kind of not really in it right now. I mean, in the sense that they're just not really focusing as much as they need to be against a team as good as Olathe Northwest. They're having way too many turnovers, way too many stupid turnovers. As Erica Bay knocks down the 3. Like, you know, throwing the ball away, making bad passes, taking bad shots. And it's something they need to lock up. And on top of that, I think that as Serene Kenna will miss the open 3 there.
As Geldner's going to bring it down and drive to the basket, get a little spin move, and the ball's going to be blocked.
I think that another key for North is going to be to get that defense going, get that shutdown defense going, put a lockdown on Sarah Beth Geldner and Mary Reaver, and they should be all right because obviously they're not a very high-scoring team, and that's not really going to change in one game. So I think they need to focus on playing strong defense on the dangerous Raven backcourt and see what they can do from there.
At this point, they need to try to control 2 aspects of the game. They really have to be dominant on both sides of the floor. Down by as much points as they are, they really don't have that luxury of saying, hey, we just got to focus on offense, let the defense slide a little bit. You're down by almost 15 points. I mean, you got to do anything possible here. You got to try to stop them. Another made basket by Erica Bay at the free throw line. Looks like to be fouled by Bay right there, but isn't. The ball's going to be shuffled over
off the side of the backcourt
for 3, and that was missed horribly. As Geldner picks it up, dribbles it, drives to the basket.
Oh, yeah.
Goes up with a little bit of an unorthodox layup and gets it to go as she finishes at the rim, 28-9 with 4:54 left.
She made it look easy, though.
She did make it look easy. Almost at times on the floor. I understand she's a D1 commit, but you can by far tell she's the best player on the court pretty much all times. And that is, except for when they played Olathe East. Olathe East has a very good girl in Sydney Wilson. They're both 1 and 2 in the state of Kansas and Sunflower League. Depends on the night who's 1 and the other night who's 2. As Kappelman is going to get the block and foul. She tried to get her feet set but didn't quite get them set. Thomas is going to have her back face to the inbounder.
On that foul.
Yeah, oh, it was?
Getting called.
Okay.
Yeah. Looked like a moving screen there set by Jordan Farmer.
That was a block.
And that is going to be another foul, I believe, on Gellner. Yep.
That's 2 quick fouls on your star player. You really don't need that.
No, and with such a big lead, I would pull her out. I'd pull her out for the remainder of this half.
Too.
Obviously, you don't want her to get cold and not having her efficient in that second half, but with such a big lead, you have that luxury. And nothing is falling for Olathe North right now. As that ball ricocheted in, out, in, and then out again.
Looks like Shayna Espy is going to come in for Sarah Beth Gelder, and Riley Wade will check in for the first time tonight, as we mentioned her earlier.
Yeah, Riley Wade's going to check in. Now on the floor with 2 seniors in Christian Curry and Shayna Espy. You got 2 sophomores in Thomas and Wade, plus a junior, Erica Bay, who's been on varsity as well since her freshman year. A fun fact about Erica Bay has had 3 sisters that have came through this Northwest program and are 3-time letter winners. Sarah Bay looks like to be the first 4-year letter winner. That's going to be a 3 by Thomas, missed on the back rim. A short layup by number 34, Christian Curry. Ball's going to go north way, or the ball's going to go north.
Does it feel like Bramsham's laying off a little bit? I mean, you only have 1 of your starters in right now. And I think he kind of has that liberty right now, up by 18 in the second quarter, to give his starters a little bit of a rest, get Sarah Beth Gelder out of foul trouble. And it's really the luxury that you have.
That's going to be a travel by number 3 for Olathe North. Hope Watts, a junior guard, like I said earlier. I don't necessarily think they're laying off Adam. I think what he's doing is he's letting his starters rest, realizing, hey, we have 2 games possibly before we get to state. Let's let these girls rest. You're up by 18, and pretty much all those girls on this varsity team who get minutes are black shirt defensive players, which mean against each other in practice, we play the best defense possible against each other. So I think that speaks for itself.
Great catch there by
Curry's going to get called
Curry
with the
one
travel.
hand.
Curry's called with the travel, and Ryber's going to check in. She's going to check in for Curry. So now you have 2 sophomores on the, or three sophomores on the floor, with the senior who doesn't get very much minutes, but when she does, is big in how she plays, with the junior Erica Bay. So this is North's chance to get a few buckets or get a few buckets and possibly make it a closer game. Thomas is playing very good defense.
Reber's going to get the steal.
As she was vulnerable to the steal, and Ryber takes advantage of it and drives to the baskets and finish. And that is going to be a full timeout called by Coach Bradford of Olathe North. It's going to be 30-10 with 3:20 left to play. I want to remind you, you're watching Raven basketball on TV 25, where there's always something on.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
And we are back. Thank you for watching. If you're watching at home, sadly you could not be here for tonight's matchup against the Olathe Northwest Ravens and their semi-rivals Olathe North. A good matchup. Also want to remind you, I want to thank Keisha Athletics for letting us broadcast tonight's game Winter in Kansas is filled with many coaches, from icy winds to gentle snow. It's time to enjoy the excitement of interscholastic activities. Thousands of Kansas high school students need your support and encouragement. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and its member schools provide thrills and suspense for a lifetime of memories. See another part of education come to life through interscholastic activities. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and Raven Daily and TV25. Thank you for letting us broadcast this game, Keisha. As that ball is going to be inbounded, and number 12 for Olathe North is going to have it up top, guarded tightly by Ryber as her hands are a little bit on her very well. Doing a very good job playing defense. I want to give a shout out to my friends watching at home, Brady Walker and Nate Niceway watching this game right now, and that's going to be another 5 seconds called in Olathe North. With this very young lineup in, as Kappelman's going to get ready to check back in, I want to take advantage of that if I'm Coach Bradford. I'm down by 20. I got to find a way to chip away. Obviously, a lot of time left, but not doing a very good job of chipping away and making this lead closer. I
mean, you're down by 20, and in the second quarter, you really can't afford to have as many stupid turnovers as they're having right now. The bad passes, the passes out of bounds, the passes to people that they think are there that aren't there, the 5-second calls, the 3-second calls, just, you know, everything that they're doing wrong tonight.
I mean, it's almost anything you can do that's not even fundamentally sound. I can understand fundamentals being off, but anything technical where you can control it, it's all focus, you should be able to control. That's going to be a missed 3 by Thomas. She has not made a 3 all night. It's all right. She'll get it going at some point here tonight. Kaylee Kappelman is the leader. Erica Bay is the leader in points with 9 as the ball stolen, and Ryber has it, bringing it down above the R. Kicked out to Wade. Wade really doesn't take many shots, and she's going to look to get rid of it and pass it. That's going to be a travel. I don't know necessarily how she traveled there, Adam.
Yeah, I didn't really see much. I mean, maybe caught a third step off the hop. I'm not sure what the official saw there.
So obviously, Adam, what do you think our fans are doing right now? I understand it's Tuesday night. We have school. Other things are going on, but what do you think they're doing? If you had to guess, what do you think the students are doing right now to stop them from being at the game?
I mean, everybody's got a homework. You know, spring sports are also starting up, so there's tryouts for many different sports starting up right now. As Deanna Langet drops a layup there. So there's some excuses, but I mean, having literally one student fan in the section, I find very surprising, especially for a sub-state game.
It is very shocking. It's very weird, too. It's going to be a player-controlled foul on Kaylee Kappelman, a 5'11" senior for Northwest who's going to William Jewell to play soccer, is the goalie on the soccer team. The soccer team this year is going to have some trouble probably losing a few of its players or losing a lot of the seniors. Last year there was a lot of seniors on the soccer team. We'll see how it goes this year. Good defense by Wade. She just sticks her hands up, says, I'm not going to foul. We're going to play defense. You go around me. A drive by Thomas. I think to pick up her foot. Not called. Shayna Espy for 3 and misses that badly. A good effort by Kappelman, but it doesn't quite have that same effect right there as it is missed.
I mean, you go back to the soccer team and how they're going to lose a lot of the seniors this year. You look at the boys basketball team, their entire starting roster and bench is full
nothing
of
but seniors. 8 seniors play for the boys team to get the bulk of the minutes. Really only 7 get the minutes, but 8 are on the team. 8 do play every game. A drive, and it looks like Espy's going to step out of bounds, but before she does that, she gets called for a foul. Number 24, Deanna Leggett, a 5'5" senior, gets called for the foul.
Where should I stand?
Espy goes to the line for the double bonus now. Makes the first one. The beautiful left-handed stroke of Espy makes her first free throw. Not many lefties you see playing basketball. They're very rare. They always say that lefties are odd. Not necessarily odd in what they do, but they're very unorthodox in how they do a lot of things. Shooting, throwing, all that. They even run different. They write different for sure. Ball's
you think lefties run different, huh?
I do. I think they run with their hands out a little bit too much. Just my opinion. Some people are ambidextrous and can do both. I am not skillful.
They can run right-handed and left-handed.
I can barely write right-handed, to be honest. as they're trying to feed the ball inside with 28 seconds left in this first half. Ball's going to be driven, a little floater. A little gimme floater is going to count. It's going to be made by number 23, Giera Brock, a senior, a 5'2" senior. Usually we have the dance team out here at halftime, but they're not here as they head the Nationals tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. They leave for the airport to look to get their 9th national title. A lot of national titles there for the Raven dance team.
Definitely. I mean, you look at most other schools, not every school even gets invited to go down to Orlando for the annual NDA dance competition. And to have 8 titles in your gym is really something special.
As those girls have been working hard all year, especially the past 108 days they've been working hard. I believe about the past few months or so they've had to wake up at 6 a.m. and get here, or wake up at 5:30 and get here by 6 a.m. and have morning practice.
Yep.
As that free throw was missed by Bay and rebound, if that's going to be a jump ball. Ball's going to go to the north side.
How do you feel about that jump ball? To me, it's kind of felt like the north player didn't catch who it was, rolled over, which would be counted as a travel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily know how I feel about it. I mean, I kind of disagree with a lot of what the refs call, being a ref myself, but it's all right. I want to remind you, you're watching Raven basketball on TV 25, where there's always something on. We're going to take this to commercial break. Thank you.
Where do you want me to stand?
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
With more premium cable-like channels than any other station in the United States, we are locally owned. We are locally operated. We are free over the air. We are TV 25, where there's always something on.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Hey, Raven fans, tonight we have a little rivalry going against Coach Brandstrom for the Ravens and Coach Bradford for the Eagles. Little do you know, they played on the same team in 1997. Bradford played as a guard and Brandstrom played as a forward. Tonight, Brandstrom is fighting the Eagles with a lot of pressure added and a lot of screens and a lot of help defense going on. There's a lot going on between the Ravens and the Eagles right now, and I'm expecting a lot more to come. We're going to throw it right back to Nick and Adam. I'll see you later.
All right, thank you, August, for that great halftime sideline report. It is 33-14. The Ravens are winning. A lot of dominant basketball played by Northwest. As necessarily, they're not even having the best game that they played all year. They're just playing better and smarter than Olathe Northwest, or than Olathe North. My bad. Right now, Olathe Northwest is winning 14-7 on the rebounds and the +7, and 6 steals for Northwest compared to North's 3. Adam, tell me about the turnovers and free throws.
Yeah, turnovers definitely tells the tale this entire game. Northwest has 7, could be about average for them. You look at North, holy cow, 16 turnovers in just the first half. I mean, that goes to show completely what their entire play style is in tonight, which is just bad passes, 5-second calls. And you also take a look at their free throws. North has only taken 4 free throws tonight. That goes to show how they have not been able to draw fouls tonight, especially during the shot. versus Northwest, 15 free throws they've attempted tonight, making 11 of them.
Which is just something I don't understand. I mean, pound the ball inside, try to get fouled. When you're down, I mean, you're probably going to lose this game. So try to improve on something, try to work on something, try to build for next year. If I'm Olathe North, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 seniors. The rest return next year. Try to build some minutes. Obviously, you want to give these seniors as much playing time as possible because this will be their last games, possibly, if they ever play basketball that means something. Maybe possibly one of the last times they ever compete for something that matters. So let them play as long as possible as we see Mrs. Branstrom up in the up with her kids up top. That is the wife of Joel Branstrom. Also, she is a PE activities teacher here. PE activities is amazing. She's also a weights coach, and she's also the swim and dive coach for the boys and the girls.
I mean, you go back to what you said about North not being able to win this game. They're down 18 points here at halftime. That's not undoable. It's improbable for North, but it's not undoable. It's going to take a lot of, just turning around, making stupid plays like we've been talking about all night, and also setting up their defense. And like you were talking about driving the ball down low, they're taking a lot of mid-range shots and three-point shots that they don't need to be taken right now. I think they're kind of panicking because they're down by so much. But honestly, looking at their free throws, they've only taken 4 free throws all night. You drive the ball inside, draw some more fouls, that's going to get you a lot more points than they're making right now off jumpers.
I also want to shout out the people who are texting me right now telling me that they're watching the game. Shout out to Drake Seaton, Brady Walker, and Nate Neiswinger once again for watching. Obviously, they couldn't make it here tonight because of homework and other things along with the other fans. But I think the girls have this under control without them. And I think tomorrow night for the boys' game, it's going to be a little bit better of a crowd.
Definitely. I mean, this boys' team has really put out a lot of heart and hustle this season, and the fans love to come out and see it.
Yeah. Now, Adam, obviously there's always that big comparison of girls' sports to boys' sports. It looks like there's going to be a one-on-one competition, possibly out on the court. Possibly not. But that is a JV kid who does get some playing time. So if the other kid's really trying to play him in basketball right now, not a very good idea.
And they're back.
That's embarrass yourself.
Yeah, you don't want to embarrass yourself. As the Raven band is getting it going, as the girls enter into the gym, I want to remind you, you're watching Raven basketball on TV 25. Thank you, Keisha, for letting us host this game and broadcast it. We'll see you for second half action later on.
Join TV 25 this Saturday, March 3rd at 11 a.m. for the Kansas Democratic Gubernatorial Candidates Forum.
We'll be broadcasting live from the Democratic Party Caucus event, and we'll replay the forum on Monday, March 5th and 12th.
See the candidates talk about issues important to you, and we'll be catching up to the candidates after the forum to ask them questions from you. Post your questions for the candidates on TV 25's Facebook page before Friday. TV 25 is the only place you'll see both sides talking about the issues in their entirety.
TV 25, always something on.
And welcome back.
It's easy to
the
spot.
Ravens are getting warmed up. We don't see North anywhere with 3 minutes left in the game. Wonder where they're at.
They might have just left.
Yeah, they may have just left the building and said, we're throwing in the towel, guys. We'll let you have this.
I mean, go back to that, what would have been one-on-one there at halftime. Would have been kind of fun to watch. We kind of had something similar to that back earlier this school year, Northwest, when there was a, not gas leak, but someone left a gas valve on the science hallway. All the students in the school were escorted to this exact gym to just kind of sit and wait it out. And some people got their hands on a basketball, and there were a lot of one-on-ones that broke out and 5-on-5s. And that Nate Neiswinger you're talking about, just watching the stream right now, he was doing pretty good. He's tossing up with the guys down there. I'd like to see him on the court right now.
I like to see him on the court too, but I think Sarah Beth Geldner may have him in the one-on-one competition. I'm just kidding there, Nate. I know you're very athletic and can hold your own against any girls. But other than that, not bad. Also, pretty much, okay, there is a big difference between between girls basketball and boys basketball. There's just an athleticism difference, anything like that. But very impressive. As I'm trying to figure out the score right now to the Olathe West game, as Olathe West got to host the sub-state game for 5A boys. They play on Tuesday night. Girls from 5A play on Wednesday. They flip it for 6A as girls play on Tuesday and boys play on Wednesday.
You can stay with her for a little bit.
Let's try to see how Olathe West is playing. As Olathe West beat us last Friday night for the boys game, and they stormed the court. They let us know they beat us. They did. They let us know they beat us.
I mean, I guess it's kind of a compliment, though, because, you know, the fact that it's just a regular game and they beat you and they stormed the court, it must mean that it's pretty big to beat Olathe Northwest.
It's a very big game. Also, 8 seniors lost to underclassmen. Obviously not how the seniors wanted to end their senior night. It's not their last game at home, so it's not the last time they're ever going to step on this beautiful Raven floor and play a game. So obviously it's, as long as they get a bid to state, you can say, yeah, you beat us, but you know what, we make it to state.
As unlikely as it is to happen, I'd love to see Northwest and West match up in the state tournament.
Well, that is not going to happen as Olathe West is 5A. Olathe West right now is beating Turner High School by 7. Olathe West is beating Turner 33-26 at halftime. 15 minutes ago it was halftime. Doing a very solid job there if I'm Olathe West and Coach Ball. Coach Ball is leading a group of young men to a bright future as they have it. But yeah, very impressive. Obviously, we get a little bit more fans in the student section right now as we have 2 girls and a guy and another guy out there. We got a very good student section, but also the band right now is showing up as our student section. They got it fired up going early on. They clapped it up. Ben Hansen led that. Ben Hansen also is most likely going to go to West Point, a very high accomplishment. West Point is one of the hardest schools in the country to get into. As Ryver's going to have the ball as it was inbounded by Curry.
Sprint over, they're going to go right.
Honestly, if I'm Northwest, I can't have a better second half than I did first half. The only way I do that is if we score 80 points. That ball is going to be missed by Gellner. She's going to take a 3 after she gets it back and misses.
Give it back
Rebounded
to her.
by Bay. Ooh, a very bad shot. Looks like it could have been blocked, though. As McGinnis is going to have a problem with her eye. She's holding it as she was poked.
Yeah, it looks like she's definitely having some trouble with that.
Yeah, she can't see right now. Maybe she lost a contact, possibly.
Officials can call a timeout.
Officials can call timeout. I've called an official timeout officiating before. It's one of the worst things in the world to call an official timeout because then you have to stop the clock. As an official, we don't want to stop the clock. We want the clock to roll.
I mean, you think that hopefully this level, at the Acacia level, you like being a ref and you want to be here, but I mean, ref in 3rd and 4th grade, you just kind of want to get out of there.
Obviously, if you're doing high school, you're doing it for a little bit more than just a job. You're doing it because you love to, you love the game, and all that. Doing a very good job right now. Once again, Northwest is on defense. No shocker there.
That's a foul.
And that is going to be a made basket by McGinnis, a very rare basket made by North.
And that will bring the score up to 18 now.
16. And that is going to be Gellner who drives to the basket and with her right hand hits it off the rim, going to old school and fundamentals and makes it. And that is going to be a travel by number 3. 35-16, the 4 seed is beating the 13 with 6:53 left in the 3rd quarter.
Just about everything we expected tonight.
Yeah, we did. We expected it to be a very well handled game by Northwest as we expected them to play it very solid.
And that they did. Putting up a solid first half, solid first quarter. They scored 7 points in the first quarter. North did. As Kaufman's going to shoot a 3.
You can't guard her.
As we mentioned earlier, Kaufman kind of taking a bigger role from beyond the arc so far this season. Usually her past 3 years of playing, definitely just absolutely no three-point game and just kind of a down low player, but she's kind of stepped that up this season.
I'm not necessarily going to say no three-point game. I just think it was a little bit more spotty than it was this year. You can definitely count on her to take a 3 if you need it. The drive to the basket, missed and rebounded by McGinnis. She goes up strong but misses a rebound by number 5 down low. as she finally gets the fall and finishes at the rim. A good drive by Geldner as she's going to be fouled. She's going to be pushed.
That's going to be on the floor.
It's going to be on the floor, though. Yeah, correct. A lot of fouls by North, though.
Had a rough second half so far. A lot of fouls being called.
Well, it was a rough first half. Olathe North was just getting pounded with fouls.
I mean, you look at the free throw counts again. I mean, Northwest is 15, so definitely North is being really aggressive out there physically.
That ball is going to be held up on the left side of the court by Bay. Feed it inside to Kappelman, who was fouled, and she's going to head to the line for 2. Let's see how the official does his technique here. So he goes with the proper hands, calls it good. I didn't see him mention what the foul was to his 2 other partners, but other than that, very good form right there by the ref. A made basket by Kappelman.
That's still in.
She makes the first of 2.
Northwest 12 for 16 now from the charity strip.
And another one is made. A timeout by Branstrom. Joe Branstrom, head coach. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. I want to thank once again Keisha for letting us host the game because of our record, and also for letting us broadcast it as a school. Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important in our daily lives. All of these important values are learned by participation in interscholastic activities, programs. During competition, they are translated into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic activities. A public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and Raven Daily and TV 25. Thank you for letting us broadcast this game once again, Keisha. As that ball is going to be inbound and Northwest is winning 37-18 with 5:26 left. That ball is going to be stolen by Curry. A bad pass by North. They kind of look defeated. An easy layup by Christian Curry, and that's going to be 2 points for her.
Curry's just flying out of nowhere to grab that steal.
And that is going to be the 18th turnover for Olathe North.
Probably going to say, you're on probation, so you have to. That's all he's going to say.
Very good, very good. Northwest is handling Olathe North 39-18. Geldner is going to do the ball handling duties right there. She feeds it to her sophomore guard, Ryber. That ball is going to be tipped away from the defender of Olathe North and out of bounds. Ravens retain the ball.
Well, I'm not
you just got to look at the body language and the facial expressions of Olathe North. You can just tell they're kind of just defeated right now. It seems like they've already given up.
Gerard Brock checks in. Yeah, exactly what I said. She looks they look very defeated, deflated. Just almost, I'm not going to say they don't want to be out here because obviously they do. The 3 or 4 seniors that they have want to finish strong. But very defeated. As Curry's going to make the basket, but the foul's going to be on the floor beforehand.
Ball number 22, Avery Smith, her second, team 3.
He's frustrated with his post presence.
Geldner's going to kick it out to Reber there. Reber for the 3. In and out. Geldner again down low. Going to pull the ball around the rim, fall out. North bringing the ball up. Double coverage there by Geldner and Kappelman. Up there on Maya Gallagher. And that one's going to fall for Liana McGinnis. Curry taking it out to the corner. Driving inside, kick it out to Bay. Out to Kappelman in the corner. Kappelman again with a 3. This one not going to fall.
Thank you, Adam, for taking over that real quick because I had to handle some technical problems. That ball is going to be fed inbounds to McGinnis. Looks like she was fouled, but it wasn't called. She gets her own rebound and makes a 2-point basket for Olathe North. 39-22. They're down by 17 with 3:44 left. Coach Bradford wanted the foul right there. Yeah.
Not pleased.
As the RAV ENS sign is getting it going by the band and the cheerleading squad. Shout out to both of them for being here tonight.
Speaking of Coach Bradford, he got a technical foul called him earlier this season.
Yeah, he did.
Against Northwest. For arguing with the referees, which seems to be what he's been doing a lot of tonight. There's a mid-range shot there.
As they're showing some hope, and Bradford is one of the fouls. And if Bradford says they're fouls, I believe him because he's played D1 basketball at KU for 4 years, played overseas for 11, so basically had a 15-year career outside of high school. Knows what the foul looks like. As Bay's going to get fouled and is going to head to the free throw line. And Bay's going to miss it. Her first miss on the night. Doesn't miss much from the charity line. Liz Thomas, Shayna Espy, and a 6-foot center, Taylor Cass, is going to check in for Northwest as Northwest is up 41-24.
Taylor Cass standing tall at 6'1", one of two sisters on the team. Her sister, sophomore, Ashley Cass, is actually the one 6'1", my bad. And Taylor standing at 6 foot. Two tallest players on the entire Northwest roster.
I agree with you 100%, and that's going to be a drive to the basket by number 5 of Olathe North. Olathe North, Alexis Carter, a 5'5" senior, is going to head to the free throw line for 2. Olathe North has more students in the student section than we do. Obviously not overall because we're broadcasting. There's the cheerleaders and we have the band, so we overpower them. But good to see people from North coming to watch the girls play.
Might be because they know it's our last game.
Possibly that, yeah.
Playing as force as strong as the Ravens.
Gelner looks to be fouled as she
somehow gets the ball out of there.
Somewhere out of there. Oh, a good pass from Bay to Thomas.
From everybody.
Oh,
especially Taylor.
Taylor traveled. Almost like she doesn't know what to do with the ball.
Coach Bradford there telling his players to quit jogging, and that just kind of goes to show that they're just kind of out of it at this point as Maya Gallagher hits that three-pointer from the top of the key.
100% Adam, as Gelner's going to drive to the basket. Let's see what they do here, because they're up 42-27. They can pretty much do anything.
I mean, now might honestly be a good time for Coach Brancham to put in some of his, as a big hack there from Avery Smith. Now might be a good time for Brancham to put in some of his bench players, get them some experience in case he needs them later on in the tournament. Up this much in the third quarter. Thomas out there in the wing. Thomas, like we mentioned before, one of the best spot-up shooters on this roster.
She is one of the, I would say, if Gelner's on the floor and on the team, she's obviously going to be the best shooter no matter what. But she's very good at shooting, Liz Thomas is. And she's not afraid to shoot it. She's not afraid to have a hand in her face. She'll pull the trigger and shoot it. As Gelner's fouled, is going to head to the line for 2. She makes the first one.
Gelner automatic from the line.
A 5'9" junior, a Drake University commit, as she intends to play basketball for them. Her dad, also Jeff Gelner, won the national title in 1988 with the Kansas Jayhawks. A good pass right there from Bay. Gelner's going to finish. Oh, my bad, correction, Thomas. A foul on Cass. McGinnis with the basket and one.
Obvious foul from Cass there. Just barreling right into her.
Now call number 55, Taylor Cass, for second. McGinnis at the line, shooting the end 1.
Let's see what they can do, though.
McGinnis really stepped up her game so far in the second quarter. They've gotten a lot of points down low.
That's going to be rebounded by Bay.
Right there is a perfect example of how this North team is just given up completely.
Yeah.
You know, that missed free throw, there's literally no North players under the basket for the rebound.
And that is going to be Taylor Cass who gets in the scores book for some points on the board. And she's going to be fouled from behind, and she's going to head to the line at a possible chance to finish a 3-point play. Adam, tell me a little bit about HQ.
Well, it just now went live for all of you that have it. It's just a trivia game where players can earn real money by answering 12 straight questions correctly.
And have you gotten anywhere close?
No, I got to 7 today, which is my best I've ever gotten to.
The free throw was missed right there by Cass, but knocked out by North, and the ball's going to retain Northwest ball. Let's see what they're going to give it to Thomas. I want to see Thomas pull up from deep.
Me too. I haven't seen a lot of that tonight.
A good pass, and Thomas is going to take a three, but she misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Northwest. A good shot by Curry. She got to step into it. It's going to be 2 points for Curry, 51-29 with 1:08 remaining in the third quarter.
Curry, a Johnson County Community College commit, going to stay right here in town.
Which Johnson County Community College is a very good program.
Very
Gives her
good.
that chance to grow as an athlete, get more athletic than she already is, a very good athlete. Gives her a chance to touch up on her basketball skills. And number 22. I'm sorry. A three-point attempted and missed. The ball is going to be brought down by Ryber and given to Curry. I'm surprised, honestly, they have any of their starters out there right now. I would start to go with my bench. Obviously, any game can become a close game. But if that happens, then I put my girls back out there. I want to see Taylor Cass attempt a three now.
Yeah, it's something for her to work on. Something she's not really known to be that great at. Oh, and
not a smart foul right there as Cash is run straight into the North player. Oh my. Been an interesting game to say the least. Ooh, some weird events happening. There's been a ball hit off the player's back, recovered, and the fast break. Other weird things have happened. The ball's going to be fed inside to McGinnis, and she's going to get the basket. 51-31 now, a 19-point game for Northwest. A good shot by Ryber. She gets a decent look, misses it. I want to remind you, you're watching Raven basketball. The Ravens are winning 50-31. You're watching TV 25, and there's always something on. Thank you.
On February 28th, the lights turn on at Bartle Hall, and it's your chance to check out all the new vehicles, experience ride and drives, enjoy local food trucks and beer gardens, and play at Kids Corner at the Kansas City Auto Show. See all your favorite cars in one place at one time. And on opening night only, don't miss Blue Oyster Cult and John Michael Montgomery perform live from the auto show floor. The future is on display starting February 28th. Find yours. Special offers at kcautoshow.com.
Hey Raven fans, tonight I've been sitting behind Bradstrom, the coach of the Eagles, and he is very angry with how the officiating is going towards his team tonight. I don't know what he's thinking. He's using words I can't repeat over the internet. He's using many different frustrated terms towards all the girls. He's not showing great sportsmanship. He's not giving any of the girls a high five. We're going to see if he gets a technical this game. I'm going to send it back to you, Nick and Adam.
Thank you, August, with that little brief information you've given us. Thank you for doing that, all your hard work. Also, a shout out to the rest of the production crew here tonight. Our SID class and also our convergence class for stepping up as well tonight.
All those people work behind the scenes and get enough credit.
You only get to hear mine and Adam's voice, but there's a ton of more people who are very, very skillful in their technical work, like the camera shots, all that, angles, sound, audio. Also, a shout out to Mr. Cooper, our teacher. he puts in a lot of hard work for us, and we try to put in a lot of hard work in for him as well.
Definitely. Got Jared Coker to your right running sound. Got Ben Whitney, the MVP of Ecom, to my left.
Ben Whitney is the MVP of Ecom. He can do it all. He can do graphic design. He does the best packages. A 3 by Gellner, going to ricochet in and out as well. It's going to hit off the side iron, the back iron, and come out. The drive to the basket here. We also have Imagine coming up soon. I don't know the date on that exactly. Imagine is an award show put on by Olathe Northwest for any Kansas and Missouri high school that wants to submit something. Olathe Northwest has a lot of winners as well as Blue Valley Northwest, I believe, always wins. Another 3 by Gellner. She gets a step into it. Bang, bang, as Sarah Gellner makes another 3. It's going to be 53-31 with 6:56 left in this fourth quarter. Only about 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this game. Northwest is winning, of course, by a big lead. The ball's going to be thrown out of bounds, just like I said, Adam. I can understand playing bad fundamentally, not making your shots, getting disrupted on offense by the defense, not being able to contain someone. With things like bad passes and double dribbles, travels, 5 seconds goals, it's all a focus thing.
Just
it's a focus
unforgivable.
Yeah, it's unforgivable.
Something they haven't been able to take control of all game long, and that goes to show why they're losing by 20 points right now.
The mental aspect of basketball is so important.
I think it also is worth noting North's inability to finish at the rim tonight. Yeah. I mean, like, you look at Northwest right there, Sarah Gellner making that layup look easy, but you know, North is having a tough time getting down low in the first place, and when they do, the shots just don't seem to fall.
100% agree with you, Adam. That ball's going to be tipped by Ryber, go out of bounds. Let's see what they decide to do here, though. Because if I'm Northwest, I really want to put my JV girls in. I don't care if this ends up being a 5-point game, a 2-point game. As long as we win and walk out with the dub, it doesn't matter. Let these girls get some playing time, possibly get a chance to earn a letter.
Wow, look at that. Huh. Kristen Curry, in the middle of the play, her contact fell out. I saw her bend over and pick it up in the middle of the play. And that's kind of incredible. I mean, it's so hard to find those things. I'm surprised she found it that quick and still was able to get right back on her girl. I mean,
as she points to the locker room and says, "Hey, Brancham, I got to go to the locker room and get this taken care of," and he tells her, "Go."
It's our second contact issue we've had tonight.
And Thomas is going to have her back face to the basket. I don't really like that. If I'm a defender, I don't like having my back face towards the inbounder, because there's always that time where you get a smart player like Kobe Bryant who throws it off the back and gets the easy layup. In a kids game a few weeks ago when I was reffing Adam, I had a kid, legitimately, it was a 4th grade kid, maybe a 3rd grader. I don't even know how old he was. He didn't even throw the ball in. He just threw it in, caught it himself, and made the layup. Didn't even make it. He missed. He took an awful shot, but I like the aggressiveness. And that ball is going to be fed to you by Erica Bay on the assist, and the points are going to be Gellner getting the 2 points. Adam, you see where KU won their 14th straight title last night?
I did. Kind of surprising. I mean, not surprising the aspect that they won, because obviously they had 13 straight before that, but it's kind of surprising in the aspect that they really aren't playing that well this season, really at all. I mean, compared to the way they usually play.
Not necessarily. Well, I mean, yeah, they weren't playing well. Also, very short-staffed, as they're pretty much playing with one big at all times, with Azabuki and Lightfoot being the bigs, but
Azabuki's really been coming through this year.
Yeah. They've really stepped up and finished well. Hopefully they can continue that into March Madness, with the Big 12 tournament first and then March Madness. Because that ball is going to be, reason why I'm talking about KU basketball is because we have 3 people in the building who are KU basketball alums.
Yep.
Coach Bradford for Olathe North, Coach Brancham for Olathe Northwest, and Sarah Beth Gellner's dad, Jeff Gellner, who does the post-game and pre-game show for Spectrum Sports for KU, and also is a 1988 national champion.
And speaking of KU, we got Jack Parks at Olathe Northwest, who plays in the boys basketball team, but also plays tight end and defensive end for the football team. And he just committed a couple weeks ago to continue his football career at KU. So definitely a big deal for him.
Yeah, very proud of him, and I'm sure his parents are more than beyond excited for him is his dad played at KU as well. His dad played at KU and his dad coached in college. So with some connections and skill and that 6'6" frame of his, obviously he got an offer. And grateful for Coach Betty to do that for him, and hopefully he can help KU get back to a bowl game, or at least get some wins. At least get 3 wins.
Let's start somewhere.
You got to build. A good pass from Robert to Kappelman. Gets fouled, doesn't get the basket, but does get fouled. He's going to head to the free throw line for 2.
Foul's called, number 22, Avery Smith. That is her 5th personal foul. Team 8. Substitution, number 24, Diana Rankins.
Kappelman going to go to the line.
Kappelman's very good from the line as well. Northwest actually is really good at the free throw line. A lot better than last year.
You look at Geldner and Bay, both automatic from the charity strip. And Mary Reber and Kayla Kappelman really aren't that bad either.
What I really like about Geldner is she's got that Kobe Bryant mentality. She's got that Mamba mentality of where even if my night's not happening, I'm going to shoot the ball. And I think that's smart because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I mean, yeah, you can shoot 100% going 1 for 1. Yeah, I have 2 points. Or I can score 30 points and take 45 shots like Russell Westbrook does. As Kappelman checks out, it looks for the last time in tonight's game. She gets a little standing ovation from the parents. Espy with the rebound. She's going to get fouled. She's going to head to the line for 1-on-1.
A lot of elbows being thrown there.
There's a lot of elbows being thrown.
Foul called, number 25.
All right, let's see what we have to talk about right now.
Shayna Espy in the line shooting 1-on-1.
Also want to thank Keisha once again for letting us broadcast the game here tonight. A coach once wrote, when we lose without excuses and when we acknowledge the better team, we place winning and losing in their proper perspective. That's when we find out if we can be good sports. Sportsmanship is a goal to strive for at all times in athletics, activities in our daily lives. Remember to act in a proper manner the next time you attend a high school activity event. Public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association, Raven Daily and Olathe Northwest High School, and TV 25 is a channel you're watching us on right now. Also want to remind you, this is Keisha 6A East girls sub-state game. And our sub-state pool, or how you would like to say that, it's Olathe Northwest is the 4 seed, Olathe North is the 13 seed, Shawnee Mission Northwest is the 5 seed, Overland Park, Blue Valley Northwest High School as the 12 seed. I got my money on it. Shawnee Mission Northwest is going to win tonight. Olathe Northwest is going to walk away with the victory as they're up by 30 points.
With 3 minutes remaining.
And that is going to be the 4 and the 5 seed here Friday night in a big game to see who goes to state. Olathe Northwest should be very bitter from what happened last year as they made it to state almost as they were just happy to be there. They made it to state and got knocked out in the first round, almost getting embarrassed down in Wichita.
I mean, last year was a big year for both basketball programs, boys and girls. Boys made it to their first ever state championship in school history, and both boys and girls basketball teams got out in the first round down in Wichita, and that's something that has to be in the back of their minds for good reason. You know, just wanted to come back and show it wasn't a fluke.
And this is Coach Branchham's 12th year here at Northwest. He's been to 5 state tournaments as an assistant and as a head coach, 2 with Lawrence High School where he coached previously as an assistant before Northwest, and 3 at the helm for the Olathe Northwest Ravens. In 2011 and the 2012 season, he was the state runner-up in 6A. Played 2 years at KU, 2 years at the JUCO level as well for a 4-year career. Very good job by Joel Brancham. He's done a very good job with these ladies and the school as he's built this program himself and made it a winning program. He also does some things with his girls, the black shirt defense, a player where they get to wear a black shirt underneath their jerseys. And also he does the row the boat, where he has a boat paddle with the Olathe Northwest logo and all that, and he gives it to the Well, the girls vote on the player who played the best for the night.
Butterfingers there from Riley Wade. Yeah, speaking of the black shirts, Kristen Curry recently became the first ever Raven to earn 5 of them in her career. So
very impressive, because most 4-year letter winners only get 4. She got 5. So she's doing something right, or she did something right this year. Very good on defense.
I mean, that just kind of goes to show you got Sarah Beth Yeldner as a D1 commit, obviously a star player. And then you got Kristen Curry going to junior college that has 5 black shirts. And just really goes to show that you have 2 huge playmakers in your Raven backcourt there.
And we got Joan River in, Liz Thomas in, Riley Wade in, Shayna Espy in, and Taylor Caston. Girls who don't really get much minutes besides Thomas. Cass is going to go inside. She's going to kick out to Wade. Looks like she had a wide open 3 but didn't take it. Riber's going to drive to the basket, who is the sister of Mary Riber. I don't know which one is older. I can tell them apart.
Mary's the older one.
Mary's what?
Mary's the older one.
The older one? Okay.
Actually, they are the same grade.
Well, they're twins. They're identical twins. That's why I said I didn't know who was older, Adam. Come on now.
I see.
The 61-33 lead with 1:05 remaining in this 4th quarter. Northwest in dominant control. What they really want to carry into Friday against Shawnee Mission Northwest is just be physical. Continue to make your shots. Continue to be aggressive. Play this tenacious defense that you're doing right now. And create turnovers. Create havoc. 24 turnovers by Olathe North. And you're out-rebounding them by 8. You have 5 more steals than them. So
not only are they just out-rebounding North by 8, they have 27 rebounds so far tonight. If they can keep that up against Shawnee Mission Northwest or whoever they play in the next game in this bracket, they should have a quick ticket to the dub.
As some younger girls right now are going to check in for the seniors as they walk off for their last time in Olathe North school history. For them, possibly their last games. They get a standing ovation from their parents. Nice to see that. Nice to see people appreciate what the seniors do. Made basket by Riber.
You look at the Raven court here. You got about I don't think they have any starters in right now.
They do not. They got Riley Wade, or they got Taylor Cass, Ashley Cass. Riber, Haley McCormick checked in for the first time tonight.
The first time all season, maybe.
No, not the first time all season. She's been in. She has her hands all over the girl right there. That was a foul. Wasn't called.
Sure looks like it.
As they're just going to run the clock out here. Smart.
McCormick with the 3.
And it's missed, as everyone in the building was hoping she got it. It was awesome that she got to take that shot. She's also in our SID class. We see her a lot, so we want her to do well.
7 seconds left here tonight in the game. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that will be the game tonight. Final score, ONW 63, Olathe North 33. Northwest winning by 30 tonight. And a game that none of us really expected to be close.
And the Olathe Northwest Ravens win 63-33. The 4-seed beats the 13. I want to remind you, the boys game is tomorrow night at 7. Come out and watch that as they take on Blue Valley West. That is another win in Sub-State for the Olathe Northwest Ravens as they look to take on Shawnee Mission Northwest.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Ooh, look at this. Cute little kitty pillows. Oh, they're so cute. It's a ferret. It's a ferret with a shamrock 4-leaf clover on it. Just in time. Darling, what are you doing here in Nakakan?
Adopting out animals.
You're adopting out animals?
Yeah, like a ferret.
Like this little ferret with the little good luck charm on it.
Yeah, if you adopt him, he'll bring you good luck for the rest of your life.
Oh, how much does it cost to adopt Willis?
It's a one-time adoption fee of $35 for a forever friend.
Forever friend.
Yeah.
He will last forever for $35.
Yeah.
Nothing in this world lasts forever. But this ferret apparently does.
Friendship does?
Does it? I don't know.
Willis's friendship lasts forever.
Let me ask you this. Will we still be friends after this interview?
Wait, I don't think we were friends.
See, it's over already. All right, darling. Well, have a safe trip back home.
All right, hey, I'm Nick Lopez. I'm here with Coach Bradford of Olathe North, also played at KU and overseas. Coach, tell us a little bit about your game plan tonight that you were trying to do to stop the Ravens.
Well, it's tough to game plan for them, but we just wanted to try to make everything tough and shoot a lot of threes and jumpers and wanted to be contested. And for a little bit of that, we did a good job of that, but then they just did a great job of chasing rebounds and killed us on the offensive glass, and we couldn't handle the ball at all.
McGinnis had a very big game for you guys tonight. She's pretty much that primary scorer. She's a senior, correct?
No, she's a junior.
Oh, junior, so she'll be back next year.
She'll be back, and we just got to figure out how to get everybody better. And, we got some pieces. We just got to keep working in that off season and get better ball handling and better shooting.
So, most opposing coaches don't stay and talk to us, so I thank you for doing that. Obviously, didn't go your way. What did you tell your seniors as they exited for the final time?
Just that I was proud of them. It's good to coach them, and I tell them I always remember this team being my first year here, and hopefully they're the start of something we're going to build on in our program.
All right, Coach, thank you for staying and talking to us.
Thank you. Appreciate you, though.
Thank you. That was Coach Bradford, the Olathe North head coach, and also a KU basketball alum. I'm Nick Lopez. Adam Cook was here tonight. I'll be back tomorrow to broadcast with Jack Clayton. Come out and watch us tomorrow.
It's all right. Yes, sir.
Oh, my bad, guys. We're back, and I'm back with Joel Branstrom now, Kansas basketball alum, as we just talked to the other one, Bradford. Tell us a little bit about your game plan tonight for them and trying to stop them.
Well, I'm just glad that Nick Bradford wasn't playing for him because we couldn't stop him.
That is true.
He was really, really good. Our game plan is pretty simple. We got to do what we do, which is move the ball. We got to move the ball. When we move the ball, we can take good shots. We got good shooters. And if we don't make them, we got to get offensive rebounds. But that doesn't happen unless we move the ball. If the ball sticks, the shots go up. We're easy to box out, and we're not that big. So I thought we did a good job tonight, and we did an okay job on their big. But she's tough. But we had good ball pressure, and it didn't let them look inside very much. So I was happy.
What was obviously I just asked you about the game plan, but what was your special thing you wanted to do on defense? Because there was a lot of havoc. There was a lot of 5 seconds calls being called. So what did you guys do different in this game previous to other games that you played?
Well, it's a little bit different. No offense to North, but ball handling for them, we want to put some pressure on them, and so we've been trying to do that all year long. It worked out a little bit better today just because we kept sustained pressure. We weren't trying to necessarily steal it from them. We're just trying to keep in that 6-foot range. 6 feet is actually huge. It's literally from the top of the key to the free throw line, and they should be calling that every time. But it's not. You want to get closer. It's more like a 4-foot guarded area, but it is what it is, and we did a nice job tonight.
Yeah, obviously Bradford didn't agree with the officiating as much. Maybe that's a little bit because of the score. Mm-hmm. But what do you think of the officials tonight?
Well, the one thing that I when I evaluate officials, it's just about consistency. Like I'm okay if they're going to play it tight as long as all three are calling it tight and they're going to do it the entire game. That's important. Or if they're going to let them play a little bit, then it's going to be. I just don't like it when it's, it just. Sometimes tight, sometimes loose. One guy calls it tight, everybody else calls it loose. That's where it's frustrating. It's hard to coach. It's hard to help my kids understand about what kind of pressure we can put on or what we have to do defensively. So I thought tonight was relatively consistent what was going on.
As the 4 seed, we're most likely you guys are going to have to match up against the 5 seed, which is Shawnee Mission Northwest.
Yeah, I just heard that they won by 9.
So that means what do you expect to do Friday to lock them down, or do you not know yet?
Well, they're talented. They got some kids that are good, and they had some kids that were hurt the first time we played them, and they're very well coached, and they're a real good basketball team, and we got to come out ready to play against them because they're good, real good.
All right, thank you, Coach. Thank you for staying and talking to me.
You bet. You bet.
All right.
Go Ravens.
Go Ravens. I'm going to sign off once again. I'm Nick Lopez. Adam Cook was on the call with me tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you.
Ooh, look at this. Cute little kitty pillows. Oh, they're so cute. It's a ferret. It's a ferret with a shamrock 4-leaf clover on it. Just in time. Darling. What are you doing here in Nakakan?
Adopting out animals.
You're adopting out animals?
Yeah, like the ferret.
Like this little ferret with
Willis.
the little good luck charm on it?
Yeah, if you adopt him, he'll bring you good luck for the rest of your life.
Oh, how much does it cost to adopt Willis?
It's a one-time adoption fee of $35 for a forever friend.
Forever friend.
Yeah.
He will last forever for $35.
Yeah.
Nothing in this world lasts forever.
Friendship
But this ferret apparently does.
Friendship does.
Does it? I don't know.
Willis's friendship lasts forever.
Let me ask you this. Will we still be friends after this interview?
Wait, I don't think we were friends.
See, it's over already. All right, darling. Well, have a safe trip back home.